Hey, what's up guys, Chris here, back with some more No Man's Sky updates, and today we have a brand new experimental branch going on. Actually, it is live since yesterday for about 14 hours already. It's absolutely massive, and as a matter of fact, it finally introduces the all-awaited encrypted missions or the community events, and there's also some stuff coming up for the customization options. So again, let's jump right in, but also a quick shout out to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. You already know what's up. Instant Gaming sells games at some of the cheapest prices you can find around, so if you also enjoy discounts and want to get games cheaper, then you can go ahead and check out the links down below. Anyway, as I was saying, the new events have been added to the Nexus, and according to these, occasionally encrypted missions will appear on the Nexus mission list. The objectives for these missions are hidden until the mission is in progress, but the rewards are far higher. Each day, every player also has the chance to complete a Nexus mission to earn Quicksilver. And I actually went in on the Space Anomaly and did check it out, and they did make some changes. So for example, the encrypted missions can even be seen with that purple icon over it. It even floats right next to the Nexus terminal, and you can also see it distinctively on the list itself. So there's a floating icon going on. I really like that. It's a really nice quality of life feature. It shows you if there's anything new bonus available, so it definitely is nice. As the patch notes imply, it does show a scrambled text, so until you actually get the mission itself, until you accept it and it starts, you won't know what it is about. In this case, I didn't know it was about taking down some biological horrors until I actually accepted the mission and it had its countdown timer. But it also applies to other missions, such as for example the ones that provide bonus Quicksilver. And yes, you can even see those icons floating over there, and you will know just from a glance that these missions are available, that they provide bonuses, and that you can take them. Anyway, we were talking about customization options, and of course the Quicksilver shop has some new Viking style full suit of armor. Unfortunately, I was not able to see this, it didn't appear to me, and it seems that there's also a note over here that these items and the relevant progression quest will not unlock until the update actually goes live on all of the platforms. So maybe that is the reason why I didn't see them, but because I was able to mod the game, we did see these yesterday in the previous video that I made. Nonetheless, progression towards unlocking these items is achieved by community-wide completion of Nexus missions. So of course, these encrypted missions are one of these. It remains to be seen if all of the missions will count towards the community progression or only these encrypted missions. It's really interesting to see if all of them will count, because it will make things a little bit easier. And as you can see right here, these options are quite extensive. I was able to go in and play a little bit with the customization options. Of course, if you watched my previous modding guide, I already covered a few of those as well. Anyway, there's a bunch of other fixes for the Nexus missions, including of course increased rewards, improve the visuals of mission start UI, and all of the other stuff and quality of life changes that I was talking about. There's also more fixes and improvements for VR, so they introduced a number of PC VR and PSVR rendering optimizations, and for PSVR they have significantly improved image quality, reducing blurriness caused by TIA, jitter, and fixed low quality terrain / atmosphere jaggies. So this is all excellent news for all of those PSVR owners out there. I know that this has been a complaint since day one, and it finally gets addressed. They also introduced a number of general PC optimizations, so PC users don't get forgotten as well. Introduced optimizations to region decorations as well. Anyway, from here on, there's a bunch of gameplay stuff that has been addressed, including increase the stack multiplier on a significant number of products. This should make it easier to stack more items in our inventories. They also fixed an issue that prevented larval cores and hyponic eyes from being used as cooking ingredients. Another fix that I really love is the fact that they have finally fixed the issue that prevented ships, multi-tools, and all of the other 3D stuff from being rotated in the inventory. So if you now go into your inventories, you can rotate all of those multi-tools, your ships, your freighters, your exocrafts. Again, another change for the VR is the fix for the Blaze Javelin, which didn't work up until now. fixed an issue that caused players with rocket boots to jump when selecting things in the quick menu, rebalanced NPC language encounters so that attempts at using alien words are viewed more positively, and this in fact was such a major bug that one of the new features, the one that required you to talk to the NPCs and learn new languages and so on, didn't work at all because all of the encounters were negative and there was no positive encounters to begin with. Another one is fixed an issue that caused creature bait stored in the cargo inventory to be unavailable, and there's a lot more on top of this, including for the issue that caused double inputs on some UI screens, one that caused incorrect unit costs to be used when purchasing exosuit slot upgrades, improved the audio balance in a number of places, as well as fixing some missing sounds and some incorrectly looping sounds, fixed issues that caused NPCs to sometimes face the wrong way in the Nexus, a number of incorrect and missing control icons have also been addressed, added validation to prevent invalid actions being bound, fixed a number of stuttering issues when using mouse look on the Steam controller, fixed an issue where the input for uploading a base screenshot did not work correctly on consoles, and I believe this still has some slight issues here and there for the PC users as well. There's one for a very annoying bug that caused weapons to interfere with the quick menu on the PC version of the game. This seems to also be fixed. The PC controller issue that caused discovery page subsections to be incorrectly closed was also something being addressed in the new update, fixed a number of color and texture issues in a specific exotic biome variant. On top of this, there's also a bunch of fixes coming up to the space anomaly, including one to a number of collision issues. There's an added audio to Chronos Barbecue, made the landing bay seats sittable on the space anomaly, fixed some specific loading issues and a number of loading issues with specific fighter style starship variants, fixed a number of collisions and visual issues with freighter hangars. I'm also seeing some changes here to the graphics settings descriptions in the PC options pages, though I went over these and I couldn't make up any differences, so whatever there is, they might just be minor. There's just some text over here, but you know, I might be missing this, so I'm not really sure. There's some improved visuals on a number of mission icons. I know that a few of these had some issues, and there's some removed erroneous automatic chat messages that kept happening, so that was also being addressed in one way. It also seems that an automatic chat message when starting a mission has also been added, and what this does is it appears in chat so everybody can see that. It also comes with its own background color, so it's easier to spot. It definitely is a nice quality of life feature over there to help you out, especially if you're trying to do those Nexus missions. Automatic chat messaging when short of ingredients to build a pinned item is also being added. And finally, since we're talking about automatic messages, when transferring items to a player not in your current group, you will now have a message that will tell you this. And there's a bunch of other crash fixes, soft locks, and other issues over here that caused game instability to happen. Also some rare networking crashes, some rare memory corruptions, some fixes for Linux drivers. Maybe the more important ones here are the workaround to prevent a permanent black screen when using older AMD drivers, and the one that was causing soft locks to occur when opening the Nexus mission list with the chat window opened. And a number of other crashes and workarounds for AMD users have also been added over here. As I was saying, I'm not going to go over them because there's just too many of them. There's like, I believe, at least 50 changes coming up over here, and this is just for the current experimental branch. Of course, there's going to be a lot more added by the time this goes live. But all in all, this is great news. We finally have the community event, and as I was saying in a previous video that I made, I was expecting for the Nexus event to finally drop no later than the middle of September, and we are on the 13th of September actually, and they finally made their way on the experimental branch, and soon enough you're all going to be able to earn those really awesome new cosmetics, do some events with your friends or maybe with strangers, and also get some really nice rewards in the process as well. Anyway, this is all there is to it, and as always, I'm going to keep you guys updated with all there is to this game. I'm going to play it for quite a bit, but now I'm also concentrating on Borderlands 3, so I'm going to post a ton of Borderlands 3 on this channel. I've been playing it a lot, I'm having a ton of fun, so hopefully you guys are going to join me in with the fun as well. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up on it would be super appreciated. Also make sure you subscribe and activate that notification bell, and I'll see you guys later.